morning, Vanda. Today I am going to discuss about the efficiency of a transformer and losses in the transformer. Okay, in the previous class, we already discussed about what are the main losses in the case of a transformer, but the pending losses that will be discussed in the present class. Okay, normally the transformer is a static device. That's why only we are having the electrical losses. Okay, what are the electrical losses? The copper losses and the iron losses are the electrical losses. Okay, therefore the copper losses and iron losses are the electrical losses. Okay, due to that current flowing through that windings, the copper losses are obtained. Okay, due to the current flowing through that winding, the copper losses are obtained. Okay, due to the iron parts, that will be the magnetic core will be used in the transformer. Okay, therefore the iron losses is obtained. Okay, therefore the iron losses is obtained. Okay, in the case of the iron losses, we are having the two types, that are the eddy current losses and the hysteresis losses. Okay, what is meant by the eddy current losses? Okay, when an alternating current is supplied to the primary winding, okay, when the AC supply is given to the primary winding of the transformer, it generates an alternating flux. Okay, it generates an alternating flux in the winding. Okay, therefore, when we are giving the AC supply to the primary winding, an alternating flux is produced in the primary winding. Okay, therefore, and the transformer is to be externally connected to the load. Okay, during this process, the other conduction material of which the core is composed and also gets linked with this flux and EMF is induced. Okay, due to that, magnetic flux does not contribute anything towards the external connected load. Okay, such type of losses are called as the eddy current losses. Okay, therefore that eddy current losses can be mathematically expressed as it is a fixed formula for calculating the eddy current losses, that is PE. PE means the eddy current losses, that is equal to KE F square KT square and BM square. KE F square KT square BM square. Okay, in this case KE is the eddy current coefficient. KE is the constant of eddy current and KF is the form constant. KF is the form constant and BM is the strength of magnetic field, and BM is the strength of magnetic field. Okay, next coming to the hysteresis losses. Therefore the hysteresis losses is defined as the electrical energy which is required to rearrange the domains of the ferromagnetic materials. Therefore, due to the hysteresis losses, okay, the hysteresis losses are obtained by using this formula, that is pH is equal to KH Bm power 1.6 F into V. Bm power 1.6 F into V. Okay, these domain losses, their alternating current is supplied to the primary winding of the transformer and EMF is induced in the core. Okay, due to that EMF, the hysteresis losses are obtained. Okay, therefore this extra energy is known as the hysteresis losses. Therefore some external energy is supplied due to that domains. Therefore that external energy or the losses is called as the hysteresis losses. Okay, mathematically the hysteresis losses, that is the pH. Okay, mathematically the hysteresis losses are the pH. Okay, therefore pH is equal to KH B max power 1.6 F into V. Okay, KH B max power 1.6 F into V, where KH is the hysteresis coefficient and BM is the maximum flux density, F is the supply frequency, V is the voltage. F is the supply frequency and V is the voltage. Okay, this is the mathematical formula for that hysteresis losses. Okay, next, these are the various types of losses that will be obtained in the case of a transformers, that is iron losses and the copper losses. Okay, therefore the iron losses are the fixed losses and the copper losses are the variable losses. Okay, the copper losses are the variable losses. Okay, therefore that variable losses are depending upon the current, supply of current, that is I square or current. Okay, therefore the iron losses are obtained due to the magnetic core that will be used in the case of a transformers. Okay, therefore, these iron losses are classified into two types, that is eddy current losses and the hysteresis losses. Okay, due to that eddy currents, these losses will be produced. Okay, due to that extra loss energy that these hysteresis losses will be obtained. Okay, mathematically we are having the formulas for that eddy current and the hysteresis losses. Okay, next coming to the next topic, the efficiency of a transformer. Okay, normally for any mission, what is the efficiency formula? That is efficiency eta is equal to output by input. Okay, output by input. Okay, what is the input? Output plus losses. Okay, what is the input? That is output plus losses. Okay, therefore the input is equal to output plus losses. Okay, therefore efficiency is equal to output by output plus total losses. Okay, what are the total losses? That is iron losses and the copper losses. Mainly we are having the two types of losses, that is iron losses and the copper losses. Okay, that is Pi and the Pc. Okay, iron losses are the Pi and copper losses are the PC. Okay, what is the output of that transformer? That is V2, I2, cos phi 2. Cos phi 2. Okay, the output of the transformer is V2, I2, cos phi 2. And by output plus iron losses means Pi, copper losses is PC. Okay, in this case, V2 is the secondary terminal voltage and I2 is the full load secondary current and cos phi 2 is the power factor of the load. Okay, understand, the cos phi 2 is the power factor of the load. Okay, therefore Pi is the iron losses. Okay, therefore Pi is the iron losses. That means hysteresis losses plus eddy current losses. Okay, basically the iron losses are classified into two types, that is hysteresis losses and the eddy current losses. That is hysteresis losses and the eddy current losses. Okay, next PC is the copper losses. Next PC is the copper losses. Therefore PC is equal to full load copper losses. PC is equal to full load copper losses. Therefore, the copper losses is I2 square. I2 square copper losses. Therefore, the efficiency at any amount of the load. Okay, therefore, we are calculating the efficiency at any amount of the load. That is, efficiency is equal to output in watts by input in watts. Okay, output in watts by input in watts. Okay, what is the output? X VA cos phi. Okay, X VA cos phi. V is the secondary voltage and full load current, cos phi is the power factor, by X into VA cos phi plus WI. WI is the iron losses and X square WC is the copper losses. X square WC is the copper losses into 100. Okay, understand my first. What is the formula for efficiency? Output by input. Okay, what is the formula for input? Output plus losses. Okay, we are substituting input is equal to the output plus losses. Okay, we are substituting input is equal to output plus losses. Okay, what is the formula for efficiency? Output by output plus losses. Okay, what are the losses? Iron losses and copper losses. Basically, we are having the two types of losses, that is iron losses and the copper losses. Okay, iron losses are the Pi and copper losses is the Pc. Iron losses is Pi and copper losses is the Pc. Okay, and efficiency is equal to output by input, that is XVA cos phi. Okay, therefore we are multiplying with x for numerator and denominator, XVA cos phi, XVA cos phi plus iron losses is Wi and copper losses is x square W copper losses, x square W copper losses. Okay, in this case, V2 is the secondary terminal voltage and I2 is the full load secondary current and cos phi 2 is the power factor. Cos phi 2 is the power factor and Pi is the iron losses. Okay, how many types of iron losses are there? That is hysteresis losses and eddy current losses. Okay, that is hysteresis losses and eddy current losses. Okay, what is the PC? That is full load copper losses. Okay, what is PC? That is full load copper losses. Okay, what is the full load copper losses? That is I2 square R2. Okay, therefore the full load copper losses is I2 square R2. This is the efficiency of a transformer. Okay, next coming to the condition for maximum efficiency. Next, what is the condition for maximum efficiency of a transformer? Okay, what is the condition for obtaining the maximum efficiency? Okay, the formula for efficiency is output by input. Okay, what is the output? V2 I2 cos phi 2 by V2 I2 cos phi plus Wi plus I2 square R2. Okay, Wi plus I2 square R2. Okay, that is equal to, okay, we are multiplying and dividing with respect to V2 I2 cos phi 2. Okay, multiplied and okay, we are dividing for both numerator and denominator with V2 I2 cos phi. Okay, then we obtain V2 I2 cos phi by V2 I2 cos phi. Then both the terms are cancelled. Then we obtain 1. 1 by V2 I2 cos phi by V2 I2 cos phi. Okay, then it will be obtained 1 plus Wi by V2 I2 cos phi plus I2 square RE2 by V2 I2 cos phi. Okay, we are multiplying, sorry, we are dividing both the numerator and denominator with respect to V2 I2. Okay, therefore V2 I2 cos phi by V2 I2 cos phi by V2 I2 cos phi by V2 I2 cos phi plus Wi by V2 I2 cos phi plus I2 square RE2 by V2 I2 cos phi. Okay, therefore V2 I2 cos phi, V2 I2 cos phi gets cancelled, V2 I2 cos phi, V2 I2 cos phi gets cancelled. Okay, then we obtain this is 1 by 1 plus W1 V2 I2 cos phi plus I2 square R2 by V2 I2 cos phi. Okay, then this term will be obtained. Okay, therefore this will be equal to I2 square and I2 gets cancelled. Then we obtain 1 by 1 plus Wi by V2 I2 cos phi plus I2 R2 by V2 cos phi. I2 R2 by V2 cos phi. Therefore, to get the maximum efficiency, okay, therefore, to get the maximum efficiency, the denominator must be small. Okay, therefore, to get the maximum efficiency, the denominator must be small. Therefore, the condition to be the denominator is minimum. Okay, therefore, the condition is to be the denominator is minimum. Differentiate the denominator with respect to the I2 and equal to 0. Therefore, we are differentiating the denominator, that is d by di2 of d by di2 of denominator. Okay, what is the denominator? 1 plus wi by v2 I2 cos phi plus I2 R2 v2 cos phi. Okay, this is the denominator. Okay, we differentiating with respect to the I2 for that denominator and is equal to 0. Okay, and is equal to 0. Okay, we differentiating that denominator. And then we obtain, okay, what is the differentiation for that one? That is 0. And what is the differentiation for that 1 by I2? That is 1 minus 1 by I2 square. Okay, what is the differentiation for 1 by x? Minus 1 by x square. Okay, like that, what is the differentiation for that 1 by I2? Minus 1 by I2 square. Okay, therefore, minus of 1 by I2 square. And these are all the constants, that is Wi, V2, cos phi are the constants. Okay, plus differentiate with respect to I2. Okay, that is 1. Okay, therefore, the remaining terms are R2, V2, cos phi. Okay, that is equal to 0. Okay, this is the differentiation for that numerator with respect to the I2. Okay, understand ma? First, differentiate 1, that will be equal to 0, and 1 by x, that is minus 1 by x square, and x is equal to 1. Differentiation of that x is 1, that is equal to 0. Okay, therefore, this will be written as R2 V2 cos phi equal to Wi by V2 I2 square cos phi. Okay, therefore, R2 is equal to Wi by I2 square. R2 is equal to Wi by I2 square. Then we put this I2 square in this side. Then we obtain I2 square R2 is equal to Wi. Okay, therefore, I2 square R2 is the copper losses. And this is the iron losses. Wi is the iron losses. Therefore, the maximum efficiency that will be obtained when the copper losses is equal to the iron losses. Okay, therefore, the maximum efficiency that will be obtained when the copper losses is equal to the iron losses. Okay, understand me? That is the condition for determining the maximum efficiency of a transformer. Okay, what is that condition? That is I2 square R2 is equal to Wi. Okay, what is the I2 square R2? I2 square R2 is the iron copper losses and Wi is the iron losses. If the copper losses is equal to the iron losses, okay, if the copper losses is equal to the iron losses, then the maximum efficiency that will be obtained in the transformer. Therefore, the iron losses is equal to the copper losses. Therefore, the maximum efficiency that will be obtained in the transformers. Okay. Next, therefore, the condition for obtaining the maximum efficiency, okay, is the variable losses must be equal to the constant losses. Okay, what are the variable losses? That is the I square R2 losses is the variable losses. That is I2 square R2. That is called as also called as the copper losses. Therefore, the variable losses is equal to the copper losses. Therefore, the variable losses is equal to the copper. Sorry, the variable losses is copper losses. Okay, that will be equal to the constant losses. Then only the maximum efficiency is obtained. Okay, what are the constant losses? That is iron losses. Okay, what are the constant losses? That is iron losses. Also, the load current at which the maximum efficiency, okay, from this equation, okay, we are obtaining that is I2 square RE2 is equal to Wi. What is the maximum current? That is I2. I2 square is equal to Wi by RE2. Okay, I2 square is equal to WE by RE2. Okay, therefore, the maximum current that is I2. Okay, therefore, the maximum current that is I2 is equal to square root of Wi by RE2. Okay, Wi is the iron losses and R is the resistance and I is the current. Okay, therefore I2 max is equal to square root of Wi by RE2. Multiplying both the sides with 1000. Okay, therefore 1000 into V2. Okay, multiplying both the sides with 1000 V2. 1000 V2 into I2 max is equal to 1000 V2 into root of W by RE2. Okay, therefore, 1000 V2 I2 is equal to the load KVA. Okay, 1000 means K. V2 is the V and I2 is the A. Therefore, this is the load KVA. Okay, therefore, load KVA maximum is equal to 1000 into V2 into root of Wi by RE2. Okay, understand ma? This is the condition for maximum efficiency, that is variable losses is equal to the constant losses. Okay, what is the variable losses? That is copper losses that equal to I2 square R2. And what is the constant losses? That is iron losses. That is iron losses. That is Wi. Okay, therefore, by using that iron losses will be equal to copper losses, then we determining the maximum current, that is I2 max. Then we multiplied both with 1000 into V2. Then we obtain the load KVA. That is load KVA is equal to 1000 into V2 into root of Wi by RE2. Therefore, the load KVA maximum. Therefore, the load KVA maximum is equal to 1000 into V2 into root of Wi by RE2. And then we multiplied and divide with respect to the I2 full load by I2 full load. Okay, therefore, this load kVA is equal to 1000 into V2 into I2 full load into square root of Wi by this I2 will be in the brackets Wi by I2 square. Okay, there is a root, that's why we are considering that is I2 square RE2. Okay, this I2 full load will be come this inside of that bracket, then it will be considered as I2 square full load. Therefore, square and root gets cancelled. Okay, that's why we are writing that is I2 square full load RE2. Okay, therefore, I2 square full load RE2 is the copper losses. Therefore, this I2 square RE2 is the I2 square RE2 is the copper losses. That is WCU full load. Okay, that is WCU full load. Okay, we are substituting I2 square full load RE2 is WC full load. Okay, we are substituting I2 square full load RE2 is the WC full load, is the WC full load. Next, the load kVA at which maximum efficiency. Next, the load kVA at which maximum efficiency is equal to full load kVA is equal to full load kVA into square root of Wi by W copper losses full load. Okay, that is Wi by W copper losses full load. Okay, this is the load kVA at which the maximum efficiency. Okay, understand ma? This is the load kVA at which the maximum efficiency. Okay, the load kVA at which the maximum efficiency is equal to the full load kVA into square root of Wi by W copper losses into square root of Wi by W copper losses. Okay, understand ma? This is the condition for maximum efficiency of a transformer and the load kVA at which the maximum efficiency that will be obtained. The load kVA at which the maximum efficiency that will be obtained in the transformers. Okay, understand ma? Therefore, the variations of voltage regulations and efficiency with respect to the load and load power factors. Okay, we are observing that will be in the graphical representation with respect to the voltage regulations versus load power factor. Next axis we are considering that is the load power factors. Okay, in the y-axis we are considering that is the percentage voltage regulations. Okay, we are observing the two cases, that is the leading power factor and the lagging power factors. Okay, this is the half load voltage regulation curve and this is the full load voltage regulation curve. Okay, with this will be obtained in the positive lagging power factors and also the leading power factors. And this is the graphical representation for that variations of efficiencies with respect to the load. Okay, this is the load versus efficiency graph at various power factors, okay, we are observing that various efficiency curves. Okay, this is the power factor, unity power factor curve, and this is the 0.8 power factor curve, and this is the 0.6 power factor curve. Okay, these are the various variations for the voltage regulations and the efficiency. Okay, what is meant by efficiency? It is the ratio of output to the input. And what is the voltage regulation? E2 minus V2 minus E2 by V2 into 100. Okay, V2 is the no load voltage and E2 is the secondary voltage by with respect to the no load voltage, then it is called as the voltage regulation. Okay, this is the graphical representation for that voltage regulation and the efficiency of what various power factors. Okay, for unity power factor, and we are obtaining the efficiency that is like this. For 0.8 power factor we are obtaining the efficiency like this, and 0.6 power factor we are obtaining the efficiency like this. Okay, understand, ma? This is the efficiency formula, and this is the condition for maximum efficiency. What is the condition for maximum efficiency? The constant losses is equal to the variable losses. Okay, what is the constant losses? That is iron losses is equal to, that is Wi is equal to the variable losses. Okay, what are the variable losses? That is I square R losses is the variable losses. Okay, this is the condition for the maximum efficiency of a transformer, and these are the various types of a losses that will be obtained in the case of a transformers. Okay, in the next class we are discussing about what are the various tests that will be conducted in the case of a transformers. Okay, in the first unit we already studied the various tests for conducting that motor and the generators. Now in the next class we are studying about the what are the various tests that will be conducted for that transformers. Okay, that all will be discussed in the next class. Okay, thank you.